Steve Henning coming to you again from the Work Truck Week 2026 show floor. As you can see, I'm here in the Adrian booth and I'm chatting with Jon. Jon, thanks for giving us a few minutes.
Hi, Steve. Thank you.
Absolutely. So, a lot of buzz going on. I see a whole lot of people that seem pretty excited. What's new here today?
I'll tell you, we've had a great kickoff to Work Truck Week 2026, and Adrian's really excited this year. We've got our new roll-up door that goes on our cap, and this is the safest, easiest way to get inside of your truck cap. So Adrian's designed an all-new truck cap that fits the Maverick here, and we put this roll-up door on there, and as you can see when we open this, it's going to give you direct access to the back of that truck. So you're not leaning over a tailgate or something like that. A lot of customers need that extra access to get in so they're not, hurting their back getting things out. Then we have put our solution on there with our Extendo-Bed product. And Steve, this pulls all the way out, so you have complete access to everything that's in the back of that bed. This is 110% extension, so you're not reaching into the back of the truck bed to get any of your product. So everything's accessible on the Extendo-Bed, and you can dress this up any way you want to. If you want less shelving or more drawer units or any way you want to do it, it's all a la carte. You can add that as you go.
So I kind of like that. You guys have thought, and I'm sure your customers appreciate, think about the end user, right? Like you said, you don't have to lean in, you can pull it all the way out.
Absolutely. So that end user has a wide variety of tools and consumables. And what we like to do is develop that solution based on those tools and consumables that the end user is carrying. So we take and we just do that real quick assessment of, tell us how you're using the back of the vehicle. Connect with that end user. So maybe he's carrying a ladder on top, or maybe he's carrying some wood on top. So we have a ladder rack that goes on top of our truck cap that is very adaptable to whatever that customer is carrying. So on this one, we have a grip lock ladder rack over on the passenger side. And then we just have a utility rack on the driver's side to accommodate any of those needs that the customer may be carrying on top of the vehicle.
What a unique approach. Talk to the end user, see what they need, and then make sure that the product accommodates them. I like that approach.
Absolutely. And then over on this side, we have our truck box or toolbox that you can actually access and put more tools and consumables on that side. That gives you quick, easy access. We've tested it for water resistancy, and there's a lot of water resistant on our cap. It's probably overbuilt, Steve, but you know what? Adrian's about quality and about delivery, and we think we hit a home run on this one. And I'll tell you, the customers on the floor today are telling us the same thing.
That's fantastic. I think overbuilt's a lot better than underbuilt.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so what else do you have to show us?
We're proudly built out of Adrian, Michigan, all of our American workers, and it's just a pleasure to come to Work Truck Week. And what we're going to go to next is our open bed solution, and this is brand new from Adrian, and I think you're going to love it.
Awesome, let's go see. All right, so what do you got here?
Well, this is a big excitement for us this year at 2026 Work Truck Week because it's our open bed solution, Steve. And this is an Adrian truck solution that has a bed slide. It's got a topsider box. We've been asked for topsider boxes for years. Finally came to market with it. It's got that headache rack in the back, load runner racks up on the top. And the load runner rack is adaptable to any of our caps or any of the truck solutions that you have. So if you had a pickup truck and you wanted to adapt that to the new topsiders, very easily done with our integrated racks in there. We've got some lights that are very visible, high visibility lights for safety out there. We feel that that's paramount at Adrian. We always look at that safety first. But then we've got the all-weather cabinet topsiders on each side, and then on this Extendo-Bed product again, like we showed you the smaller version over on the Maverick. But it's so exciting because this brings 8 feet out to you out of the back of the truck. So let's just give this thing a spin.
I feel like we keep walking and we're walking and we're look at that.
Make sure there's nothing behind you there, right, Steve? So you've got complete access in these boxes here. They're water resistant. Again, you're not going to have water intrusion in there.
Yep.
And it brings everything from the back of that truck right to you right here. 1,500 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Does not have to be evenly distributed either.
Okay.
So you could put 1,500 pounds on this corner, and guess what? It's going to wheel like it did without anything on it.
So it's not like the old airplane. We go, hey, can you move over here? We need to balance the weight a little bit.
Not like the old airplane. That's exactly right. And then we've got our topsider boxes on the side. And the topsider boxes give you access to some more tools and consumables. Yep. And it's absolutely spectacular. When you look at the amount of room that you gain in the back of this truck, it is truly spectacular.
This is impressive.
And then that just easily slides right back in.
Do it. Okay, so what's next? What else are you going to show us?
Can't wait to show you the van. Let's go over and talk about next generation shelving in the van. And see what else you want to learn about.
Let's go see it.
Let's go.
All right, so we've made our way over to the van. I think you had a couple of things you wanted to point out here, right?
Well, I'll tell you, we've partnered with Lexi the electrician, and she's a great brand ambassador for Adrian. She was here yesterday at our press conference, you know, talking about how we design products for that end user. You know, Adrian, it's made for the trades and it's made for you. And you know, we fit that end user into everything that we do at Adrian. And Lexi the electrician has just been a phenomenal advisor for us and a brand ambassador.
That's terrific. I wish we would have been here yesterday to talk to her and hear more.
So let's go talk or hop into the back of the van and we'll talk a little bit about that next generation shelving.
Sounds great. All right, John, so what do we have here?
Well, really exciting stuff. We've got our next generation shelving, and we have redesigned our entire line of shelving units that go in the back of the van. And what's so exciting about it is we've had a lot of questions about width of the shelf. So how do you put a 12-inch, or we go 10-inch, we go 14-inch, 16 and 18-inch shelves. That's for the depth of it. So, and it's adaptable to, you could put a 10 on the top and 18 on the bottom to fit whatever that tool or consumable that you're carrying. We talk a lot about tools and consumables.
Absolutely.
And it gets very exciting because the customer's going, well, I might be carrying a pack out, or I might be carrying a toolbox that needs that 16-inch shelf to fit it on. I'll show you up in the front here where we've got a variety of those toolboxes that fit right onto that new Adrian shelf. So we also have a new tank rack for the HVAC industry. What's happening there is they're coming out with some flammable refrigerants, and some of those tanks have to be stored vertically. Right. So we've taken that into account when we're designing our product for the HVAC industry, and we've accommodated that vertical storage for that. We've got new drawer units, and we've got new door kits, and we've got new bins, and it's just all new. And it's pretty exciting when you take a guy out of an old van and you're putting him into something new, and he's got plenty of room to store his tools and consumables.
I bet they get all fired up, and I keep hearing new. You guys are coming out with all kinds of stuff.
They get fired up. Adrian is innovation, and we take that innovation right to street level to that end user.